Okay, welcome everybody. Ya da Türkçesi söyleyeyim, hoş geldiniz, herkese hoş geldiniz. My name is Steven Segi. I'll be moderating this session. I'm a marketing professor at Özyeğin University. My job really is to just make sure everything is ticking over, the time is kept to, etc., etc. I'd like to hand over now to Umut Hanım, who will start the proceedings.
Hoş geldiniz. Startup'ın bu sene 5.sini dünyada, Türkiye'de ise 4.sünü gerçekleştiriyoruz. Hepinize geldiğiniz için teşekkür ederiz. Ben IBM Ekosistem Yönetim Geliştirme ekibinde ekip üyesiyim. Partnerlerle iş geliştirmekten sorumluyum. Jale Hanım sunumu yapacaktı. Kendisi yıllarını bu işe verdi ve çok motive, enerjisiyle herkesi, mentorlarımızı, jürilerimizi buraya toplayan kişi. Ama rahatsızlığı sebebiyle gelemiyor. Hepinize çok selam var. Biz Smart Camp'i dünyanın pek çok şehrinde gerçekleştiriyoruz. İstanbul dediğim gibi 4.sünü gerçekleştiriyor bu sene. MEA'ya bağlıyız, Middle East Afrika, IBM içerisinde. Bugünkü yarışmanın finalisti, bugünkü finalistimiz, Güney Afrika'daki finalistle yarışıp daha sonrasında da Worldwide'a giderek dünya finalinde başarısını perçinleyecek. Ajandamız böyle. Benim sunumumdan sonra Predrag'a sözü bırakacağım. Daha sonra geçen senenin finalisti Rengen'in sunumu olacak. Geçen seneden bu seneye neler yaşadılar, nereye geldiler onlardan bahsedecekler. IBM'le işbirliğinden bahsedecekler. Sonra sırasıyla yarışmacılarımızı alacağız. Sunumlarını yapacaklar. Son ikisi Mısır ve Fas'tan katıldığı için onları Skype'tan görüntüleyip dinleyeceğiz. Saat 15.30'dan itibaren Startup İstanbul'un pitchleri olacağı için jürimiz de bu arada değerlendirmeyi yapacak ve en sonunda ödül töreniyle günü tamamlayacağız. Bugüne kadar bize destek veren mentorlarımıza çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Size tanıtmak istiyorum kısaca. Birçoğunu zaten aramızda ya da ismen biliyorsunuz, çalışmış veya konuşmuşsunuzdur. Proje partnerlarımız Cyberpark Bilkent, Etohum, Metutek ve TTGV. Diğer partnerlarımız hepimizin bildiği isimler, her zaman desteğiyle yanımızdalar. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Evet, Predrag, stage is yours. Predrag bizim MEA'daki müdürümüz. Kendisi aramızda ve bizimle birlikte olmak istedi. Teşekkür ediyoruz.
Which one is for moving? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know about you, but I am extremely excited to be here in Turkey and to be at this event here. And even more, I am excited because after 18 years of being in IBM, this is the first time that I'm on a stage in a jeans. So this is just great. I mean, this is another proof of what we like to say, that change is the only constant, and this is amazing. I am extremely excited, to be able to present you like this. Another thing, I told you that I'm in IBM for 18 years. But I don't like, calling myself, a corporate slave. That, Professor mentioned this morning. I'm sure he didn't mean in, this context. But what I would like to say is, and I would like to repeat what, my colleague Deborah said this morning, is that the world is not really so black and white. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you be an entrepreneur. If you want to be in a corporate world, you can do good stuff in a corporate world as well. As I think IBM is proving, on a regular basis, right? And what Deborah also said is that the ecosystem is not only entrepreneurs and the venture capitalists. There are also other elements in the ecosystem, and we like to believe that IBM is a part of that ecosystem, as well. Now, I'm in IBM for 18 years, but before I joined IBM, I had my own startup as well. And that was in the area of the mechanical engineering. So that maybe tells you as well something about the education system. I mean, I used to be very good in mechanical engineering. Now I am in IT. So, I mean, we did some pretty amazing stuff back then in the mechanical engineering. But I don't want to preach you about those times, because I cannot really give you much advice from those times except do the regular backups. If you have your data, do the regular backups. I learned that the hard way from those times. But what I can share with you today is you can say it's a word of advice from a survey that IBM is doing regularly every 2 years. We call it Business Technical Trends Study. The first one we did 2 years ago, and we were looking at the companies that are adopting new technologies. So cloud, analytics, mobile, social. We were looking at them and the speed of adopting. And we called the companies that understood the benefits of those new technologies, we called them back then pace setters. So we did that research 2 years ago, but we did another one this year. And I think this is one of the first researches that we have done and that we are also publishing for the public. So if you are interested in more details, you can go on the web, you can Google it, because it's available to everyone. But I'm not gonna bore with you. I'm just gonna mention you 3 things from this year's research. So we looked at the same companies as 2 years ago, and we were looking at how are they differentiating themselves from the others. What is that they do much better than the others, and is actually bringing them a competitive advantage. And we mentioned, or we noticed 3 things. The first one is the partnering is in their DNA. And with the partnering, I don't mean the partnering in the normal sense of the word. It's the partnering with startups, partnering with academia, partnering with non-traditional partners. So the successful companies are looking for partners from these areas. So that's the first differentiator. The second differentiator is, analytics is their fuel. So they are not only looking at analytics, they are becoming insight-driven companies already. And the third thing is they understand the power of integration. They understand, first of all, they understand the power of these new technologies. Otherwise, they wouldn't be they wouldn't be the pace setters anyway. But they understand that the power is not only in having a solution in social area. They are combining social with mobile. They are combining social with mobile with cloud. So they are combining these new technologies, to bring even more competitive advantage to them. So you might say, well, this is, we knew that already, but it's just for all the startups in here, right? Maybe someday, and if you firmly believe, you will become a pace setting in a company. But at this point, use some of these insights, to make your solutions better. And, the first insight was that the successful companies are looking for startups for innovation. So, an event like this is a perfect venue for you to find these kind of connections. And I hope you are actually, finding them already. this is as much as I wanted to tell you, really. I am going to leave the stage to the last year's Smart Camp finalist, a company called Rengen. And I think they will tell a lot about themselves without me saying anything about them. So I would like to leave the stage for you guys. Thank you.
It was a bit hard to find here with such a crowded place, but it's I'm very happy to be with you in such a place as a last year's finalist from Turkey. I think, okay. Time is going by very fast. It was like yesterday we were pitching in like this stage, and we go through different paths, different pitching sessions, mentor sessions, and then last year we had a chance to go find San Francisco for a final of the IBM Smart Camp, and the journey was started with that Mrs. Jale caught us while we are pitching in Matthew, which is our lovely place of birth, and we found ourselves in such a Smart Camp stage. I think some of you know about us, about Rengen, but I would like to give brief information to you about what we are doing. We are a data science company developing software solutions for distribution network, electricity distribution network, and smarter buildings, especially on commercial buildings. We are just dealing with the missing part of the energy network. Rengen was established in June 2012 by 3 guys who had a big vision, big dreams about a smarter planet, and who had several experience on field and academy. And everybody, you should make some research, some detailed analysis on the market, on the idea that you have, that you planning to create your product, and you should make detailed research about the market and the product that you have that you will develop. We just start with developing smart plugs for the smart homes when we established our company. We worked on it a couple of months, and then we realized that it's very early. It was early for Turkish market, for residential side, and because the market is not ready, then we pivoted our idea to the most scalable, most ready sector, ready business, software as a service, energy data analytics business. Then we developed our products, ProVolta. It's building energy operating system for commercial buildings. And then we are now working on VoltaGrid, which is the product that enables us to see the final stage in San Francisco. It's the same concept with ProVolta, with homes, with buildings. We apply it on this distribution grid, electricity grid. Oh, I think there's some mistakes about the pictures, but no problem. Okay. Okay, let me talk about our Smart Camp journey. We started in Istanbul, as you know. We just pitched our product in such a stage. Then from 3 continental, there were 8 finalists, 8 entrepreneurs, 8 startups. They came together in Istanbul, in Sabancı Convention Center. Then there were 3 finalists. TCM from Malaysia, working on landslide monitoring and prediction. Temando from Australia, which is working on smart logistics. And Rengen, we also represented our Voltagrid product on the stage. Yeah, this is a very good picture, very exciting picture for us. It's a milestone. I think it's a milestone for Ringen growth, Ringen future growth. In the next slides, you will see what did we do after these final presentations. Oops. Yeah, this is the picture from the San Francisco from after our pitching. Yes, we are the only guy who represents Turkey in San Francisco, and there are 6 different startups from different regions, different countries. But the main objective, main common point is all of them is working for the smarter planet. Some of them working on healthcare, some of them working on solar energy, some of them working on optimizing the logistics. And the winner, as usual, US, the American guy. But I think all of the startups were the winner of the finals, because let me tell about what changed after this final for us. Yes, after San Francisco final, we just had a chance to analyze US market, because we were planning to enter US market. We are just looking for website of our competitors in US market, but we had a chance to analyze them in their home, their market, detailedly. And we had a chance to talk with global VCs, global mentors, which enable us to validate our product, if it is work in US market or if it is not. But it's a very good chance for us. And we had to maybe change our pitching style, like an American, but I'm not sure if we succeed about it. We have so many road on it. And market need and where to start. It's very important to penetrate new market. And we analyze about the state of the US, the regulations, because energy is a highly regulated market. And we just decided where to start to penetrate US market. And we choose 2 markets, San Francisco and Chicago. These 2 are very important and very hungry for such innovative solutions. And we detailedly analyzed competitors and new technologies, future technologies actually. And the last one, and the biggest, which has the biggest importance, we started development and sales with IBM. We get the IBM strong technology and sales channel, and we have a chance to globalize our product. And we are now doing some development with IBM softwares and tools. And it's a partnership of new ideas and strong technology, because we came on the stage with a different idea, with an innovative idea, and IBM had a very good background in technology, in global market. But it's a very good collaboration for developing the ecosystem of startups and for developing new technologies on the market. Yeah, we had a chance talking with key technical and business persons in both global IBM in Turkey. It's very important for developing our product, our business model. Then we started working on IBM technologies to develop our algorithms, our technology on IBM platforms, which make our products to be very scalable in the global market. And now we are on the stage of sales or pilot applications, pilot implementations for Turkish and then US market. It's very good roadmap for us. But we didn't stop with such a development, such an improvement. We were in San Francisco 4 months. Our Shaheen were there, still are there. And we established our US company. Now we have a company in US and office, and we are starting to make partnership and collaborations for first sales and first pilot. And thanks to TechnoJump and Singularity University for creating such an environment. And this is our story for Smart Camp journey. And I would like to thank you to IBM and Ms. Jale, Umut, and other people. And especially, I would like to thank you, Mr. Esat, for our preparation. He helps us to prepare for our preparation to the US market, to global market. And good luck for the startups. I wish one of Turkish startups can make more than us and get the maybe final prize, get the global winner. Thank you again, and thank you for listening.